Hello everyone, welcome back to Factorio. Now, I've decided the base is great here, but we don't really have any water anywhere nearby. So, after gathering quite a bit of materials, you see here in inventory, we've got a lot of coal. Everything else we haven't really gotten too much of, but that's because I really built a whole lot of these transport belts. So, I'm going to pick up everything. We're not going to leave anything behind here. And we're going to move to the northeast. There's a nice big pool of water I can see on my map. I hope I'm not being fooled, but I'm going to finish picking up everything here. I'm going to meet you back down by the copper. Now we're pulling up the last couple buildings here. But yeah, since we're playing vanilla, we don't have any mods. There's not really too many ways to generate electricity early on. Oh, my inventory is full. Would you look at that? It's all of this coal we have on us. Right, well, I would prefer, honestly, to have the plates over the coal. Oops. Let's go ahead and take those plates out of all of these. I'm going to pull up this equipment if I can, because I'd like to have the equipment too. We'll just leave this chest down here. It's no big deal. A little bit of coal inside of there if we're ever all the way down here for some reason we need some. Now, with this move, we are kind of pushing out of our safety zone a little bit, meaning the starter zone for where we started is all the way down there to the southwest now by that oil field. So the biters are going to be spawned pretty close to this water source, I'm guessing. So I don't really want to go too far. However, if I want to avoid walking all the way back down there for iron, there is a little iron pool up here to the north, just above this water. You can see on the map there, and there's also some stone there to the left. But for now, we have some coal here, so we're good with that, and we have a little bit of copper down here, so we don't have to go as far for copper now, so that's good. But we're going to start right away with water. So we need an offshore pump. We're only going to do one of those for now. And I want to go ahead and do a couple pipe to grounds right in the beginning, so I have them, because I don't like all kinds of pipes in my way that I get stuck on. I think for starters, we're going to do 5 boilers, 5 steam engines. I'm not really too sure on the efficiency of boilers and all of that. I prefer to use solar panels as soon as I can, and that's what we're going to do as soon as we can. But for now, we're kind of stuck using the steam engines, just for the beginning. So we're going to stretch this down as far as we can. Probably going to bring it down to about here. So I am going to need a few more of these pipe to grounds. I'm also going to need a lot more actual pipes. We're going to be a little stunted until we get the last steam engine there built. And it is also my favorite time, which is nighttime, and not really my favorite. It's hard enough to see on YouTube as it is. You put nighttime in games and it's just a lot harder. We're going to take out these last undergrounds. We don't really need them. Put those there for now. And I like to put just one little spot right here that we can grab off of later, because we're going to need water somewhere over here eventually. Then we're going to do that because we need to put a corner there in order to change directions. I should have queued up. You should always have things queued up. If you're not worried about the achievement for not crafting things in your inventory, then you should probably always try to have some stuff queued up. Make ourselves a bunch of more pipes. Why don't we just... Oh, I don't want to make them all. That's a bad idea. I want to try to go a little while without needing to go up for iron, because it's probably pretty dangerous up there. And I don't have any way to defend myself yet. Alright, I'd say this is probably far enough. We don't really need to go much further. So I'm going to set my boilers here. And then I like to do another space in between for the steam engines. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll probably put a space in between actually every... Well, let's say every 3 we'll put a spot in between, just so I have room to walk in between. And potentially put some sort of lines. Since we have 6, we'll do 3 and 3. So we need coal, of course. I have plenty of coal. And we also need to make a couple of electric poles, which we'll do now, and then we'll make some electric mining drills as well. And then a couple inserters on top of that. So we need to get electricity running along these first. There's really no way for me to do this that it's going to look well or look really nice. So I'm going to try something like this. It looks somewhat uniform there, at least in my eyes. Alright, so we have a couple of these mining drills. And so we're going to put the arms there. We're going to put the belt going here. So we're going to need the drill here. I'm going to do one here will get power. One here will get power. I'm going to be moving these around as need to for now. We'll just put them there. And then we set up the arms for the not, what are these called? Boilers, that's right. Set up the arms for the boilers, and then we need to bring power over. And I want to do it on this side so that we can get a couple more miners on these power lines. So I'm going to do one right here so I can put another miner right there. And then I need to, might as well just put them down there now. 1, 2, 3. Put one here, and then one there. Now that looks somewhat uniform. And we don't really need this right now because there's no way they're going to be using that much coal. Alright, so there's power. Now I need to get a lab. We're going to need a couple more iron gear wheels. We're going to need more iron. Yeah, so that's pretty much the end of our iron. We're going to have to go up north a little sooner than I wanted to, but you know, we have a pistol. If some biters come at us now, we should maybe be able to take them out. Probably not. We'll probably die horribly. But I need to get some iron going. And I have a whole lot of these. So let's spam them. I don't have as many of these, so that's what we're going to be stuck on. Alright. Fill everybody up with coal. Just 25 for now. I'm not sure how much I have. Alright, yeah, 25 was enough. Any more than that, and we probably wouldn't have been able to get to the last one. So we'll save what we have. We'll leave those for now. You know, I'm actually out of iron plates, so I'm going to grab these. I have a pretty significant amount of transport belts. We might be able to just belt these down here for now. But again, I'm concerned about biters coming and just destroying everything. We need to quickly get research going so we can get some guns going. We can start the research, but it doesn't do much good until we get some science packs actually made and this lab put down. It's going to be a little ugly right now. I'm just going to put it down here because I'm going to be making these by hand for a little bit. See, we need a 10. Oh, there's 11. But just for a little while, we're going to be making these by hand. I'm probably going to set up some better stuff when I have a lot more materials and I can do a lot more building. Alright, we have 2, 3. These are probably going to take longer to process than they are going to take to build, so we'll probably be okay with that until we get more than one. But I just want to get some turrets set up, and then we will get some more things done. Alright, turrets just finished, and I believe that automatically gives us the ability to craft gun turrets. Now we're going to need a ton more iron, and it hasn't been too long, but maybe there's some iron up here. We'll take a quick look. I know it's dark, we can't see anything, but I just want to see how much iron we have real quick. Oh, let's see, 50. Oh yeah, we've got a lot in these. These are actually, I think 50 is about the full, or is 100 the most? I'm not sure. Oh well, don't really care. So I'm going to grab all of these right here, and let's see how many we can make. Ooh, 12 right out of there. Alright, we're going to get these crafted up, and I will be right back. Well, we are well on our way to having ourselves a nice setup of gun turrets, and I've also got quite a bit of ammo crafting. Now, I don't think we have to worry about splash damage just yet, and like I mentioned before, pretty much everything in Factorio you can just pick right back up after you've put down, without having to worry about wasting it. We don't have much ammo, but I'm going to give what I have to these two guns up here. I got to move a little closer, and then you can see the circle of the radius of the effect of the gun turret. All of these up here will be pretty much covered, so we don't have to worry about any attacks coming from up here, and that is what I was mostly concerned about, because this is furthest to the edge. Now I do see, since I've come up here, I see a lot more water up here in the corner of my map, so this is probably like a beach. So this area up here where this deep water is, that area is mostly safe. To the north and to the very east of us, we'll only have to worry about attacks coming from one direction at a time. But that will mean we'll eventually probably put a gun right here, and then this whole area will be safe. So let me grab one more stockpile of iron from up here. We have 2 more guns to build, 68 ammo. There's not much we can do until the rest of that ammo is made, but ammo builds much quicker than the gun turrets do, thankfully, because ammo gets burned through a lot quicker as well. So I'm pretty much going to do the same. I'm going to just come inside a little bit, not too far, so that they can start attacking my buildings first. I kind of prefer them to go for the stuff that's shooting at them almost immediately. It's not much of a uniform way to do this either, but, you know, we'll do the best we can. I'm going to put one there, and then we're going to put one more over here. Now, we can pretty much walk away whenever we want. Once we, of course, get enough ammo made. It's going to take a little bit of time. But what I'm going to do now is, now that I've got everything somewhat protected, I'm going to get a lot of building materials together. I mean, a lot of building materials together. Enough that we can get iron, copper, and coal all coming down on one line. Probably going to avoid all of this mess over here, and we're probably just going to start a bus of some sort all the way over here to the right. So once I have enough materials to get all of that together, I'll come back and do a montage of some sort. Alright, we got a bunch of things built. We need to get a copper mining operation going. We need to upgrade our iron mining operation from the old coal operated stuff to these fancy new electric mining drills, which I have built 21 of. So I'm going to build some power up here by the iron, get some tech labs going down here, and then we'll get our bus